If you're not where you want to be in your life, that is not random. The reason why you're not where you want to be in your life is because of your belief system. I'm going to read you a quote that my boyfriend literally just sent me. It says, "There is so much power in believing that everything will work out for you, even when you don't know how or when. You just believe that it will." I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step process to identify what you actually want, to understand what beliefs are holding you back, to break down limiting beliefs, and to start rewiring your mindset. Your life changes when your beliefs change. There's 2 videos I posted before this one. One of them is how to rewire your brain and 10x your income, and the other one is a step-by-step guide on how to heal your childhood trauma and change your life. You can find both of those videos here. I really recommend watching both of those videos first to really understand why this matters, and then come back to this video. The actual mechanism of how we experience this reality is subject to our personal belief system. You have manifested this exact life you are living. So the job you have, the career you have, what you've achieved in your life, the relationships you have, whether they're healthy, whether they're not, the friendships you have, the love interest you have, all of it you have manifested. And every single thing in your life is a reflection of you. It's really a reflection of your belief system. So when you look at your business will fully reflect what you think about yourself. If you're not confident in your business, you're not confident in yourself. If you haven't yet applied for the job, it's probably because you're not confident, or because you don't think you're worth it, or because you don't think you're qualified, because you don't think you're smart enough, because you don't think you can learn. Maybe you can't be consistent. Why can't you be consistent? Grab a pen and paper. We're going to do this in real time. And you can do this for your entire life, or you could do this in parts of your life. I think we have a lot of different goals in life. Some of them is relationships, friendships, work, career, generational goals, all of this stuff. First, write the date. This doesn't have to be pretty. This is just about taking things out of your head and writing it down, and really being able to look at something and see it for yourself in front of your face. So for me, one of my goals is to monetize on YouTube, right? So I'm going to write at the top my goal, monetize on YouTube. I really want to do YouTube full time. I want to be able to get paid from the platform. I don't want to get paid from people. I want to be able to share information for free and be supported in that, because this is truly what I'm passionate about. So that's my goal. For you, it could be more money. It could be to start a business. It could be about a relationship. It could be a skill. I want to learn how to day trade. I want to learn this, whatever. And then you're going to ask yourself, why am I not there yet? There's 2 versions of you. There's you now without achieving this goal yet, and there's you in the future who has achieved this goal. These 2 people are different, right? I'm not saying you're going to change who the fuck you are, but you're going to change who the fuck you are. The me right now isn't consistent enough. The me in the future, if I'm monetizing on YouTube, that means I'm consistent, because I have to be consistent, right? You cannot get an online platform, build a personal brand without being consistent. You can't start a business if you're not confident in yourself. If you're not confident in the product, if you're not confident that you could do this, and you're probably not confident because you don't know something. Why don't you know this thing? Why haven't you done this thing? Do you not want to pay for a course? Are you scared of investing in yourself? Why are you scared of investing in yourself? See, everything comes back to a belief system, right? Of confidence, being scared, fear, judgment. So I'm going to share with you my example, and then you could do this with anything in your life. So if my goal is to monetize on YouTube, I know that 1, I have to be consistent. So that means at least posting once a week. So if I have to post once a week, that means I need to record enough videos to be able to post once a week. So I have to record videos consistently. Then I gotta ask myself, well, what's stopping me from recording videos consistently? Well, I feel like I don't have the environment. I personally cannot record in front of other people. I could barely record when there's people in the same house as me. And that comes back to me feeling like I'm bothering people when they hear me. I have a sense of fear of judgment. Like, I feel like if someone overhears what I'm talking about, they're gonna kind of judge me, like, who does she think she is? And then I'm like, well, who am I? Like, who's gonna want to listen to me? Who's gonna care? Is what I have to say valuable? All of these thoughts are things that come up in my head. And they're not true. Like, I know that the things I'm saying are valuable because they've changed my life. My goal here is to share knowledge for free because everyone should fucking know this shit. It's not that I'm not worth it. It's not that my videos don't have value. It's that for some reason I have this feeling that it's almost embarrassing if people hear me recording. Even though I know these people support me and love me and watch my videos and think it's cool and kind of wish that they could do it for themselves. They wish they could be confident enough to post online. I could easily post online. For me, it's somehow easier to speak to strangers than it is to speak to people I know. Like when I'm presenting at conferences, when no one I know is there, it's so easy for me to present. But when like my boss is there or my coworkers are there, my friends are there, all of a sudden it's so much more nerve-wracking because it's like, oh my God, you guys know me, stop, like don't watch me, you know? Because now I'm stopping myself from editing when I'm with anyone, from recording when I'm with anyone, right? And that fucks me up from my goal. The longer it takes for me to get over this stupid fear that I have, that all it does is limit me, the longer it takes for me to monetize on YouTube and have this be a full-time thing. Okay, so the quicker it is that I change my beliefs about judgment, about fear, about embarrassment, about feeling like I'm bothering someone, quicker I get over that, quicker I get to my financial goal, the quicker I get to, achieve my career that I want to achieve and do what I want to do in life and step into that new chapter of my life. But I have to become a different version of myself, a version of myself that's not scared. Here's the thing is, I know why I am this way. I didn't just become this way. I wasn't like this when I was like a really young kid. As a kid, I always sang. I loved singing. I still love singing. I sing every single day. When I was a kid, I would always sing at nighttime in my room, and my parents would be trying to go to bed, and my brother would be trying to go to bed. And they would always tell me like, shut up, you're being annoying, we're trying to go to bed. And they didn't mean it like I sucked, even though my brother was like, you literally suck. That's brother love, right? They're supposed to be mean to you. But I took it literally. I felt like I sucked. I felt like I was bothering, and I never again sang around my family. And now that's projected. I can't sing in front of friends. I can't sing in public. I can't do it, right? I literally can't get myself to do it. They didn't mean it in a bad way. They were literally just trying to go to bed. And they have no idea that this has influenced me so much to this day. And it's projected on me recording videos because now I'm like, well, I don't want you to hear me recording videos because all of my like good ideas and insights and downloads come in at nighttime. And if I lived alone, I would easily just set up a light, camera, boom, boom, record, right? But since I live in a house with other people, with my family, I can't do that. Well, I can do it. And there are people that fucking do that. I can go in the basement and do that. But I'm like, I don't want people to know I'm recording. I don't want to bother anyone. I don't want to wake them up. Right? And again, that stems from stuff that happened to me as a kid that made me feel this way. And so this is something I have to actively work on. Now I've sang karaoke in front of family and friends. I've sang karaoke in front of my whole department at work. I can belt in front of my boyfriend, not give a shit. I sing a lot more, but I'm still very, very far from what I think I could have been if I was encouraged to sing more as a kid, right? Like instead of them telling me I was annoying, maybe if I had a space where I could sing and like I didn't feel like I was bothering anyone, or if I was in a household that was like super loud, like some people have just like very loud household, so it like doesn't matter, no one's gonna get bothered, then it'd be different. Or maybe if I was a kid that just didn't give a shit. I have friends who like are musicians and like, yeah, their parents would be like, stop playing guitar, stop being annoying, and they're like, I'm gonna keep playing. Like my brother, he would play guitar all the time, he would sing all the time, he would do screamo when I was freaking studying for exams. I just cannot continue to hold these beliefs with me as an adult because they're stopping me from my reality that I want to live, my career that I want to have. And so I guarantee you, for you have things like that too. It usually stems from childhood, things that people have said that you took as truth of you're not worthy enough, you're not smart enough, not pretty enough, you're too fat, you're not strong enough, you're whatever it is. And you took it literally. And now today you're like, I can't do this thing. You don't want to be seen. You don't want to be vulnerable. And that's going to hold you back in life. So after you define your goal and you've figured out why you're not there yet, break down the beliefs that you have that are holding you back. So for me, I have a belief that I'm bothering people. I have a belief that I'm annoying. I have a belief that maybe people won't care, But that's really not true. Or I no longer hold on to I'm annoying because I know I'm not annoying. I know what I'm saying is valuable. I know that people care, but I do still feel like I'm bothering. So that's still something I'm currently working on. Don't expect for you to just get through this today and that you're done, This is going to be a work in progress and you're going to keep getting better and pushing yourself to be uncomfortable. So now I have to record myself in front of someone else. Now I have to edit my video in front of someone else and get comfortable with how that feels because I should be able to do this. If other people can do it, I can do it. And I want to be able to do it. Finding the root it's usually going to lead to something deeper, right? Something in your childhood, something somebody said. And then identifying the beliefs that you have. Challenge it. Ask yourself, like, is this really true? Or is this something that you learned, either through experience or somebody told you something? And then replace it. Choose a new belief. Tell yourself that I'm allowed to take up space. I'm allowed to be myself. People want to hear me. I don't need to be perfect to start. I can learn the things that I don't yet know. I'm capable of this. And then take action anyway. Here's the thing. Do the thing now, even if it's uncomfortable. Waiting for a moment for when you're going to be ready is never going to come. You're never going to feel ready, right? I'm never going to be ready to start the business. Never going to be ready to have a kid. Never going to be ready for whatever. But you could be ready to be a little bit uncomfortable. Do this for all the goals that you have. Really recognize what's holding you back. What's holding you back are beliefs, and these beliefs are lies and limiting. Expand them, replace them, and anytime you come across that again where you're like, I couldn't apply for the job, I couldn't tell the restaurant people that they got my order wrong, that's something I struggle with. And it's something that it literally makes my stomach twist if I even think about telling someone that they have to redo my order, because I don't want to bother them. My boyfriend could care less, and they don't care. I was in the food industry, and I know what that's like, and it doesn't affect me, it doesn't bother me, it doesn't make my day any worse, so I know that it's not true. I know my fears aren't real. So I just have to recognize it and really work on it and get comfortable with feeling a little uncomfortable, just to prove to myself that I was wrong this whole time. Another example I'll share. When I first started filming content, I actually started filming gym content. And that was another mountain I had to climb. Pretty much, I bought a tripod and I had to set it up in the gym. And the thing is, there were other people in the gym who recorded themselves all the time. I never judged them. No one ever judged them. They didn't give a fuck. They were loud. They were funny. They had all these friends. They all recorded themselves. No one said anything. They weren't bothering anyone. I convinced myself that if anyone else can do it and no one's bothered, I'm not bothered, I'm gonna do it. So I forced myself to do it, and it was such a scary day. But guess what? It turned out to be the complete opposite of what I was worrying was going to happen. I thought people were going to look at me weird, and I felt like I was going to feel judged. I made 3 new friends that day. So many people are like, oh, hey, I wanted to start recording too. Where'd you get your tripod? And I sent them the Amazon link. They're like, oh, hey, do you have a page? Do you create content? I'm like, literally, this is my first fucking day. And they're like, well, let me follow your page. I'm like, are you kidding me? I had such a good experience. And when I did post things, I had people I haven't spoke to forever just be like, I love this. I love this stuff. Keep posting. And I'm like, what in the world? This, I was literally scared for no reason. You gotta get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You gotta identify beliefs that you have that are holding you back from your goals and look at them and realize that you will not achieve this goal until you become the version of yourself that matches that. Only you are holding yourself back. Only you can save yourself. And when you really put it on paper like this in front of your face, it's very obvious. And now your goal isn't to monetize on YouTube. It isn't to become more consistent. The goal is to be able to edit a video in front of someone else, aloud, to be able to record with other people in the house and not giving a shit about what anyone thinks. To be able to be myself. That's truly what the goal is. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know if this helped. Let me know if you still have any other questions, if you have any suggestions, and please subscribe because it really helps support me in my goal of being a full-time content creator. So I love you and have an amazing day.